Well folks, how are we all doing? My name is Zeppelin and welcome back to the channel. What you are about to watch today is a series of reactions that are covering The Warning's second album, Queen of the Murder Scene. All of these reactions are of the live versions of the song and are taken from live streams that I have done on my Twitch. The Twitch live streams have been going amazingly up until this point due to the support of you guys, and this YouTube channel has also been doing fantastic. Hopefully by the time these videos are going out, we are about to hit partner if we have not hit it already. While a lot of what we have done on this channel has been primarily focused on The Warning over the last month or so, there is going to be more diverse content coming to this channel over the coming months. So I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel and turning the notifications on, as once we are done with this Queen of the Murder Scene album, we are going to be expanding onto different bands, different types of reactions, and then of course the Queen of the Murder Scene album review will be coming out after all these videos, and I think you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. So I hope you enjoyed this series, or have been enjoying it already if we're a couple of videos in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, enjoy, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we are listening to Queen of the Murder Scene, the ending of chapter 3 of the Queen of the Murder Scene album by The Warning. So far I'm really enjoying this album. Dull Knives was one of my favorite songs of the album. One of my favorite songs I think I've heard of them, definitely in the realm of maybe top 6. So I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. As the aftermath of trying to type fast. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me more often than not when I'm watching streams, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm going to keep this intro brief. As I said, I've just been really enjoying the album, really having a good time with it. Looking forward to getting it finished, looking forward to getting these videos out so that, you know, they'll go, because these are going up every second day on YouTube. So by the time that probably this one comes out, I'll have not listened to The Warning in a long time. Well, properly in a long time, like over around 2 weeks. But it'll be at this point now, when you're watching this on YouTube, that I'll be planning out my review of the album. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be incredibly interesting, and I'm looking forward to listening to this. So let's get into it. Oh, you could do that riff so heavy. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Glad to have you back, friend. Hope you're well. Exams, they are rough.
You can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I see no emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. Can always tell us immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me.
Welcome, 19 coffees. Good luck with your heart, anyway. God, you could really heavy this song up, couldn't you? Alright, I'm really enjoying the song so far, I do have to say. I know I've been saying a lot, you could make it heavier. I'm still enjoying it. I'm just listening to these parts and going like, man, if you could just really add a bit of oomph to this, that you'd make a super heavy song from it. But so far, again, I'm really enjoying it. It's not my favorite by any means, but it's above my least favorite from the album. It's a good song. Definitely the song, it feels like more effort has gone into the writing of this song, in terms of maybe how important it was to the album. Of course, it's the title song, so it does have to be important. When it comes to like the like facial expressions and stuff, I actually find that stuff like incredibly cringe. Not incredibly cringe as in, oh, people who do it, it's like, you're cringe for doing it. But I don't like focusing on that stuff, because I think the facial expressions can sometimes just be an outlet for the emotion to try and throw more emotion into the song, but I think it's a byproduct more so than something that should be necessarily focused on. Like, I don't think, I find even this facial expressions like weird to look at, in terms of, I wouldn't look at an artist ever and go look at those facial expressions, because again, I just think they're a byproduct of the emotion that they're throwing into their work. And I know myself, especially if I was to do music, a lot of the time I'd hate to think that people were looking at my facial expressions. It's one of the things that for me would be a lot of the main reasons why I wouldn't want to do music, because I think the facial expressions to me just seem like a byproduct. I don't find it fascinating in any regard. I actually find it more uncomforting to focus on the facial expressions. I more so care about what's coming out of them vocally when it comes to the singing. I like this one the most because it's closest to metal. It is very close to metal, isn't it? Like, that's what I'm saying. You could really easily go heavy on this. Like, you could heavy this up big time. More grit in the guitar, more grit in the bass, a little more resonance on the drums. Maybe speed. No, you wouldn't even need to speed it up slightly. I mean, you could have like a Rage Against the Machine cover. You could have cover the song, you know, like it's got that type. Like the elements are there of really, really heavy music. After you show me these peeps, I keep listening to Dust to Dust. Dust to Dust is a good tune. Still one of my favorites from this album, I have to say. But let's stop messing with my perfection. I'll mess with whatever I want. I'm an opinionated bastard. But let's continue anyway. And I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. The electric sound you get from those guitars, I love. No problem, Michael. Good luck with your study. That's what you're doing. Don't know who Peter Gunn is, I'm afraid. I didn't like that part very much and how it sounded, but I think that's just because of the live bit.
Destroy me. Cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. You can always show the mortal, but it just doesn't apply to me.
Something sounds off, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, interesting. That was Queen of the Murder Scene by The Warning. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for that one. I want to... Let me listen to just the studio version of this quickly. Something sounded off to me there, and I don't... Oh, for God's sake, ads. Okay, well, that was Queen of the Murder Scene by The Warning. I really did like the song, I have to say. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but something just sounded weird. I'm trying to hear what I'm hearing was off. I think the singing's off key. I think that's what I'm hearing, but I could be wrong. Again, look, I completely appreciate as well the circumstances of it being a live performance, but it was more so just for my personal thing is that I wanted to know what I was hearing. I didn't know if I was just hearing something wrong. Something it sounds a little off to me, and I think it's the vocals. But again, considering this is the Lunero performance, so considering the altitude, considering it's probably late on in the gig, it's completely understandable. I still really enjoyed the song. I think it's a good song. I just wanted to know. I wanted to know what I was hearing. But yeah, that was Queen of the Murder Scene. If I was to give that song out of 10, I would have to give it an 8.3. I don't think it's not my favorite, but it's far from the worst in the album as well. I think it's good. I think it's a very good song. And I enjoy it. I have to say, it feels a bit it feels like like the partial climax of the album, which I have to say I quite enjoyed. And yes, altitude, thin air, hard to breathe. I already said I understand those things, but it's still like no denial of like those things exist. That's what the problem was. I've like already acknowledged that and said that that's, you know, it's understandable because of that. So it's not something I degrade the song because of in any shape or form, but it's just the you know, it's an acknowledgement. You know, it's just like I was wondering what I was hearing. Something was off. That was it. It's no mad issue. It's no mad issue whatsoever. I mean, it's a valid excuse, but it's not an excuse that, you know, you need to defend to the grave either. It's not the worst thing. It's just a thing. It happens late in the gig, high altitude. You know, it's unfortunate, but she made the best of it, and it's all right. It's not the worst. Like, it doesn't ruin the song by any means. I just, as I said, wanted to know what it was. But anyway, that was Queen of the Murder Scene on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you back for the next one. Take care. Peace.